Hello my lovelies, welcome back to another video and happy 2024! In this video, I'm going to be filling out the rest of my bullet journal, and then I'm going to make my November and December spreads and give you guys an overview of my entire journal, which I've had for the past 3 years now, and hopefully this will give you some inspiration for your journal in 2024. So, I first started bullet journaling in February of 2021. Over quarantine, I got really into the aesthetic stationery space. I loved aesthetic journaling, note-taking. I also did a lot of aesthetic journaling, which is like normal pen paling, but you get to like do calligraphy and decorate your letters and exchange cute stationery. It was so fun. And as you can see, I still have a lot of leftover stickers and memo pads and stuff from that period in my life. I am 100% a paper and pencil person. You will never catch me using Notion. I love the feeling of writing my to-do list and having something tangible to look at because honestly it tricks me into thinking I'm actually getting things done. I think the most universal paper to-do list thing is writing down a task you already did just to get the satisfaction of checking it off. Bullet journaling really changed my life and helped me to stay organized. Without my journal to plan out my week, I often feel lost. Something I've noticed is how my bullet journal reflects the period of my life that I'm in at the time. For example, the months I feel unmotivated or my life feels chaotic, my spreads are mostly unfilled and reflect that. I love the decorative aspect of journaling, but it's also pretty time consuming. Sometimes I just want a simple place to keep track of my tasks, and if the pages aren't decorated, I feel like I'm wasting such a good quality notebook. One of my 2024 resolutions is to stay consistent with the type of organizational method I use. So, for example, staying consistent with my monthly spreads, assuming that I continue with bullet journaling. I go through a lot of phases of being super motivated to deck out and embellish my journal with stickers and washi tape, but that usually doesn't last long. Usually I tell myself that I'm gonna go back and decorate the pages later, but that rarely ends up happening. So right now, as you can see, I'm just going through and decorating the last few pages of my journal. After having this bullet journal for like 3 years now, well, it's so crazy to think that I've had this for so long. But I feel like the least I can do is to not leave it so bare and unfilled. Since I'm almost out of pages for a full spread in my journal, for the past 2 months I've just been writing down a master list of tasks I have to do in a week, and then I just check off as I go. I realized that this does keep me organized, but what I liked in a bullet journal and a planner is that you can designate tasks to certain days. Seeing a visual layout of what I have to do each day in the week, I feel like gives me more mental clarity compared to feeling overwhelmed because I see this long list of things I have to do in the week. Do you guys feel the same way? Moving forward in 2024, I'm honestly not sure what type of planning system I want to have. Bullet journaling will, of course, always have my heart, and what I like most is how easy it is to tailor the journal to your needs. But sometimes I can't keep up with the decorative or aesthetic, if you will, aspect, which is definitely a negative when you see everyone else's pretty decked out spreads online. Currently, I have 2 journals. I have this bullet journal, and then I have a daily one, which I don't actually use every day, but I use it to record memories and things that happened on a day that I want to remember. A tip that got me to more consistently fill out my journal was just simplifying my spreads or blocking out a time to just pre-make my entire spread at the very beginning of the month, or sometimes before that in the end of the month, like the week leading up to it. But I realize now that by simplifying my journal, I was able to focus more on the utility aspect over the aestheticness and the presentation aspect. So now in 2024, I honestly think it's time for me to take a step back and simplify my to-do list by just making a master list on like a whiteboard by my desk or something. Some people have separate journals for a lot of different things, which is like what I tried to do. At one point I had a bullet journal, a daily journal, a memory journal, a language journal. I had so many notebooks, but by now I realize I don't need that many because it's honestly just so hard for me to stay consistent with them. But let me know what you guys think down below. I'd love to hear your resolutions for 2024 in regards to bullet journaling. And without further ado, here is my journal from 2021 all the way to the end of 2023. If you made it to the end of this video, then thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more bullet journaling content like this or vlogs about my daily life, then feel free to stick around. Happy 2024!